All right. It's story time. So, a few weeks ago, a month ago, more than a month ago, I'm feeling like God is leading me into business, really wanting me to, to continue trying to understand business. And He's starting to open some of these concepts to me, and I'm getting excited. I'm seeing new possibilities. Everything's great. Well, as I'm walking down this road, being very prayerful, right? Doing things by the Spirit, trying to do my best to do the Lord's will for my life and for my family. And I feel like this is part of that. Well, in another video I've talked about, one of the perspectives God gave me was viewing my family as a kingdom. We don't have to wish we were, some king or blah, blah, blah. It's like you have a family, you have assets, you have things that are entrusted to you, stewardships. Like, it's the same thing, a smaller scale. Now, there's a beautiful principle taught throughout Scripture, which is that God multiplies, right? It's like with Abraham, and I think a lot about Abraham, but with Jacob, of course, God multiplies. And interestingly enough, a lot of these guys, it's not like they didn't earn it. It's not about earning it. It's about receiving blessings from God, and He multiplies. And that is a hard concept for me, who thinks, I guess, very transactionally and very like you need to earn it. Anyway, so I'm pursuing all these things. All this thing's great. I get the feeling we need to get a dog. I talked about that in a different video. That has been a real challenge. We're not really dog people, and we're doing our best to love this dog, and it is very hard. And then my wife gets pregnant, and we go, this is amazing. We lost a child 6 months ago, and now we're blessed with another one. We're very excited. It's, this has been a challenge. We're really excited. And then my wife calls me because she's feeling pain again. She's thinking maybe she's losing the baby. And she goes to the doctor and finds out there's 2 babies. Can you believe that? There's 2 babies. And I thought she was joking. I for sure thought she was joking. She's not joking. We're having twins. So this is absolutely bonkers. And I'm a plumber, and she works in finance, and we were given those jobs, beautifully, seeming like wonderful blessings. And now all of a sudden, we have so many children that we can't afford daycare. To put this into context, my paycheck basically was just paying for the 2 kids I have to go to daycare. So I was pretty much just paying to work, and have someone else raise my kids. But now we have twins coming in November. So this is the update. So what happens? Well, the next day, maybe it's the next day or 2, I really start to feel like the Lord is calling me now, is shifting me to quit my job as a plumber and to be a stay-at-home dad. And logistically, we have to. My wife works for a great company. She makes more money than I do, has a great, has a really good future there. And so we have to make this call. And I can do the math, and I'm seeing the writing on the wall, and I'm feeling the call in my heart, and I'm realizing I think I'm going to be the stay-at-home parent for twin babies. Now, I was actually the stay-at-home parent for our first daughter for a whole year, so I got to experience that. And now I'm going back into it, and I will have 4 children, and 2 of them are babies. So anyway, pretty wild. I did quit my job, and there's since then it's been challenging, but since then also there's been a lot of beauty with our children and our family, and growing together. And Anyway, but it does feel like a lot of challenges and trials. These aren't the hardest trials in the world. Not saying that where this is a blessing. We're very blessed. And maybe that's a takeaway is, man, sometimes the blessings of God can really feel like challenges. And not in a bad way. Not that you can't see the blessing, but just that the blessing doesn't feel like vacation, right? Even vacation probably doesn't feel like vacation to me, because vacation always feels like a lot of work. But there you go. Blessings are work. They're increased chances and opportunities to work. There you go. And that's where we're at in the journey. So how does this feel progressing, trying to learn business? Well, it feels like I've got a lot going. Like I'm not a lot going in business, but I'm learning a lot, and it's a huge mountain I'm climbing. And now there's twins involved, and I'm going to be a stay-at-home parent. And how am I going to start this $1 million company as a stay-at-home parent with twins? Yeah, I don't know what the Lord's got planned. I mean, I don't understand how all this is going to come together. But I've mentioned in another video that I feel like right now, slow down, calm down, focus on one goal at a time. And right now it's, shooting 100 YouTube videos. So that's a part of life that is a struggle for me and a challenge for me, but I also kind of love it, and I'm trying to learn it and figure it out, which is not being able to see how all this plays out in the end, and having faith and putting one step in front of the other. And you really don't have any control over it, right? It's like you really just have to just kind of receive it, let it happen, and do your best. And to me, that is way harder than if God was like, no, I need you to be this good and do this, and then I'll give you this. To me, that was like, okay, that's easy. I'll work on these skills until I get to here, and then I'll have this. Great. But my experience, when you're focusing on God, He will bring things into your life unexpectedly, in big ways sometimes, and sometimes in small ways. And sometimes the things He brings into your life, which for me, the majority of my life has always felt like, whoa, Lord, like that's not the blessing I would have picked. Like that's not what I thought I was ready for. And it always feels like I'm not ready for it. And beautifully, the Lord has time and time again qualified me to meet the challenge. And so here we go. So this is the new twist, is still feel like I'm trying to study business and understand it and implement it and do it. And also there will be probably a change of scenery for some of these videos being shot, because I'm going to have twins and kids running around. So anyway, there you go. God multiplied the kingdom, and He multiplied it by 2. So, wow. Anyway, very exciting. I'm very grateful. I love the Lord. I love these babies. I love my family. I love my wife and kids. But also, not necessarily getting any easier. Definitely not getting easier the more steps we're taking, but I hope that I'm getting better. And I know you are too. And we're all getting better. We're just one step in front of the other. So that's it. That's the thing tonight. One step in front of the other. Blessings sometimes don't feel like blessings and look like blessings right away. And most often blessings are invitations to do more work. So a new kind of work maybe. But I love you. The Lord loves you. Take it easy. Keep going. You got it. Bye-bye.